Most humans have been correctly applying physics in their daily lives without ever having opened a physics book.
There will always be an increasing number of people younger than you, and there will always be a diminishing number of people older than you.
You can never successfully fight someone's ego, you can only manipulate it.
You know you're at a good workplace when employees actively clean up after themselves without prompting.
Forests are either really relaxing or really scary.
Oil is hydrophobic. Water cannot mix with oil, so oil will never be wet. But if something is covered in oil, it's wet.
High heels make humans look like they have digitigrade feet, and many find that sexy.
You only realize how little Ice Baby is played because of how much under pressure is played.
Native speakers of any language are the least knowledgeable about the grammatical rules of that language.
None of us were given the opportunity to accept the terms and conditions of our lives. Someone else unilaterally willed us into existence without our consent.
People who are oblivious are never aware they are oblivious.
Since our eyes take 50 milliseconds to send a signal to our brain, we all have 50 millisecond ping in real life.
Pickles are assumed to be cucumbers. Other pickled vegetables have to be explicitly named.
There's a constant symphony of farts happening on Earth.
The light bulb was such a great idea that it became a symbol for a great idea.
Skittles secretly changing the green flavor to apple without expecting anyone to notice was ballsy. Can't believe it doesn't get talked about more.
Being able to sing in your head sounds way better than when you record it.
Bodybuilders are actually body reconstructors. The only bodybuilders are women, since they build new body inside them from scratch.
Giving children pocket money for chores is technically child labor.
Having to choose between two bad things is easy. We're used to it and do it every day. But having to choose between two good things is equal to torture.
Most people seem to become more emotionally invested in fictional characters than real people.
There isn't a single living person who isn't expendable in at least one other person's mind.
There will eventually be too many great movies for a person to watch all of them in a lifetime.
Showering makes you feel clean, and chewing gum make you feel clean, but showering while chewing gum feels gross.
They weren't sorry for party rocking.
Maybe part of the reason we have dreams while we're asleep is so we know we're not dead yet.
I'm Bob Jeffy.
And I'm Lorelei Stewart. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more shower thoughts. Bye for now.
Hey listeners, tired of all the doom and gloom on the news? Then check out the Get Happy Headlines podcast by my friends, Stella and Mickey. It's a podcast dedicated to bringing you family-friendly, uplifting stories from around the world. Give it a listen, I know you will like it. Search for Get Happy Headlines in your podcast player or check out the show notes page for the link. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.